I'm saying? You can't deny that I look good. Maybe my chin hair a little scraggly, but we looking good though. Oh shit. I'll wait for a couple of y'all to get in here before we get started. This is a Thursday night special. You know what I'm saying? It's a Thursday night special. Yeah, it's a Thursday night special. Yeah, it's a Thursday night special. Looking good. I ain't gonna lie to you. We smoking on this one. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? We smoking on this one. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Uh, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. What's good with it, brother? What's good with it? What's good with it, y'all? Welcome in. I don't know why I say it's multiple of y'all coming in. Like YouTube be playing with my numbers, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe I be going too hard. I be speaking too raw. But like I done seen a bunch of y'all come in, but only say one of y'all in here. It's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. I ain't gonna lie to you. But we got a good one today. Today, we talking about some shit that's important for you and me. It might not get the views that we want, but again, the information has to be spread. The shit got to be done. So we talking about some shit that's important. We talking about Project 2025 and what the fuck it is and what we missed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's already happening. So it's kind of like, niggas like me and you who kind of like, who don't read too much. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of going to read a little bit what's going on. Then we talking about the NBA being rigged and shit like that, and these athletes betting on their games and betting on themselves. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about that because honestly, I don't have no problem with it. These people make billions of dollars off of these athletes, and these athletes make hundreds of millions of dollars. But I don't, I don't really give a fuck about the NBA. I don't give a fuck about the NFL. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about how the Catholic Church been molesting kids still. Like they just had another situation where the some families is suing the arch diaship, whatever the fuck that shit is. They're suing them because of you know what I'm saying, getting molested, their kids getting molested. So we're gonna talk about that too. And then I didn't want to put too much in the title and shit. So I ain't sticking in there, but I want to talk about narcissists too. What a narcissist is, what narcissism is, because I think that spirit is kind of like running rampant in my country, the narcissist spirit. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, welcome in everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. We are the biggest. We're bigger than everybody. We're bigger than 607 the Bob Report, KB Nini, Capo Risky, FBG Buttom. Spiritually speaking, by the way, and our platform about to be bigger than them as well. So y'all should fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't do nothing but spit facts over here. You know what I'm saying? What's up with it, bro? Hope we're gonna have a good day today. What's up with it, bro? How you feeling? How you living? You know what I'm saying? But make sure y'all like. The goal for this live is gonna be 30 likes. That's easy. So make sure y'all like. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get right to it. So today, I just told y'all all of our topics that we talking about. You know what I'm saying? I just told y'all all our topics that we talking about. I'm a spark this in just a second. You feel me? Because I be waiting to get off stream to spark it. But this is kind of like one of them situations where it's like I don't want to talk to y'all without like just doing me all the way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just do me all the way. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'll read a couple of y'all comments because I know I'd be like, oh, I ain't reading no comments. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna read a couple of comments before I get started and we talk about the Catholic Church molesting kids. You know what I'm saying? Before we talk about the Project 2025 that's affecting all of us. You know what I'm saying? It's already happening. You know what I'm saying? Before we start talking about all this shit, I'll read a couple of comments. You know what I'm saying? I'll read a couple of comments. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we're talking about. How you doing today, sir? I'm feeling better, bro. You know what I mean? I'm feeling good enough to do this. I was a little under the weather with some shit, but I'm smooth, brother. I appreciate you asking though. How you feeling? How you living? How you thinking? You know what I'm saying? How you vibrating? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? It's nice to see y'all here. It's nice to see you. You know what I'm saying? What should I be for Halloween, man? Fuck Halloween. You shouldn't do anything for Halloween. Halloween is a pagan ritual. It's a ritual to the death spirits. Fuck Halloween. And you shouldn't celebrate it. That's what I think about Halloween. You know what I'm saying? Where's Tupac's music? Because y'all trolling. Now I'm about to focus on what the fuck I be talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, enough of that being chill shit. Let's talk about what the fuck we came here to talk about today. Project 2025. That's gonna be my first topic, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And then we'll talk about all the narcissism shit and all that other shit You feel me? We'll talk about all that shit later. But right now, we're gonna talk about some shit that's important to you and me. Because kind of like niggas like me, kind of like fucked it up for everybody. Supposedly, that's what my community says. And if y'all watch my last live, oh, shout out to my mama, by the way. She made me this toxin right here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know nothing about this. Only people in my community know about this shit. Maybe like Mexicans and shit. I know about this. I know about this. Yeah. What's in my cup? What's in my cup? Anyways, what the fuck is Project 2025? And niggas like me who voted, didn't vote. I didn't vote Democrat. I for shit show didn't vote Democrat. I for shit show didn't vote Republican. So like niggas like me kind of like was in the way. You know what I'm saying? That's what my community tells me. Like basically, like if I ain't vote for Kamala, you know what I'm saying? I basically voted for Trump. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of like look at it like I exercise my freedom and my God-given right to vote for who I wanted to vote for. By the way, I got 26 of y'all looking at me, 18 of y'all looking at me, and I only got 3 likes. Our goal for this live is 30 likes. Like, comment, share, subscribe, because we are the biggest and we don't do nothing but spit facts over here. I swear for God. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, today we about to read what the fuck we signed up for and what we can look forward towards the future, right? Because again, I say this in every live. Your president, my president, I didn't vote for the nigga, but hey, he's my commander in chief at this time. He has no intention on leaving the White House. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? He has no intention on leaving the White House. So I don't know where I'm at. Where am I? I don't know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Speak through me, Lord. So let's pull up Project 2025 real quick and check it out. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. We are the biggest. We're bigger than everybody. We're bigger than Capo Risky. We're bigger than FBG Butter. We're bigger than the Bob Report. We're bigger than 607 spiritually speaking, by the way, and our platform is about to be bigger than them as well. You know what I'm saying? So y'all should fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? But right now we're reading Project 2025 before we talk about Catholic priests molesting kids. You know what I'm saying? And how they're still connected to the old world because they just doing what they're supposed to be doing. And that's what y'all don't know. That's what y'all don't know. You ain't pay me for the like. I don't pay you, period, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga. You watching me, so you paying me your attention, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Keep watching. All right, Project 2025. We're about to read it real quick. And I'm not gonna read this whole shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do all the work for you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read some shit that's kind of like specific to like us and shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do all the work for you. I'm gonna have to do some work yourself. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all know y'all can come over here and kind of like get a diagnosis of like essentially of like what's going on. So like you feel me? That's what we about to focus on. Essentially what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Shit that's kind of like specific to us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What's up with it? What's up with the gang? What's up with it, everybody? We are in the alternative timeline from Back to the Future 2. Trump's Biff Tannen, like what he did to the clock tower, Trump is doing to the White House. Oh yeah, Trump has no intention of leaving. People, this is important. He has no intention of leaving. He took a bulldozer to my wife. This is your president. It's what you voted for. And again, niggas like me that was in the way that didn't vote for Kamala. This is what the fuck we get. So since this is what the fuck we get, let's talk about what the fuck we signed up for. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Obviously, that's what's going on. So let's check it out. So I do want to read a couple key points that I think are important and are pertinent, important, you know what I'm saying? Important to us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what the fuck I'm saying. Stop acting like y'all don't know what I'm saying, y'all. Oh man. FBG Butter trying to fuck with my Wi-Fi now. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. FBG Butter trying to fuck with my Wi-Fi now. How many minutes we in? Can I smoke, y'all? Can I smoke? If y'all got something, it's kind of one of them specials. I think every Thursday we're gonna do a Thursday night special where we just light up and we just talk about some shit. So if you got yours, you know what I'm saying, go ahead, spark up with me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because we're talking about some real shit today. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about Project 2025 and what the fuck it is and how it affects you and me. You know what I'm saying? So if you got something, put it in the air. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the air. Put it in the air. And rock with your boy. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you get the first hit. Huh? I'll let you get the first hit. Huh? I'll let you get the first hit. Huh? All right, now it's my turn. Y'all know if it's that I'm a boofer. Y'all see? Anyways. All right, check it out. So I want to focus on a couple main points Taking the reins of the government. So let's focus on that first, because that's what they're doing, right? They taking over the government as we know it. We are no longer in a republic slash democracy. We are in what's called a fascist state. And a fascist state is when the government or corporations have complete control over the state. That's it. That is what you and I are living in today. It's not a theory, it's a fact. You know what I'm saying? It's not a theory, it's a fact. Yeah, I've heard theories about us being warned about Trump and shit like that before, but I don't necessarily subscribe to that. You know what I mean? Trump. It could have been Trump. It could have been anybody. You feel me? It could have been the Steve Bannon nigga that is the real Trump. Like the real Trump. Trump himself is retarded. You know what I'm saying? He's retarded. He's incontinent. He shits on himself daily. He wears a diaper. You know what I'm saying? And he's just like not a good dude. He's not a smart guy. The people behind him are white nationalists, and they kind of like are really controlling and pulling the strings. You know what I'm saying? That was it. That's what's really going on. But enough of that. Enough about that. Let me pull this Wi-Fi up. Get FBG Butter lame ass off my shit. Cause y'all remember when he said "fuck me," right? When he commented under a video that was it was a lame ass white boy reacting to one of my videos, FK7 Media, reacting to one of my first interview I did, and then Butter commented under that video. He said "fuck SolarMan." I remember that, right? So anytime something go wrong in my life, I feel like it's FBG Butter. You know what I'm saying? The Wi-Fi fucking up, that's gotta be FBG Butter. You know what I'm saying? Because anytime a nigga say "fuck you" for no reason, it's gotta be like that. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be like that. You know what I'm saying? Anytime a nigga say "fuck you" and they in jail and they worried about another nigga, you know what I'm saying? It's gotta be like that. He gotta be fucking with me in every aspect of my life. You feel me? That's just gotta be like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, section 1, taking the reins of the government. Let's go to page 23. All right. So what I'm gonna do is like kind of like reading the word. I'm gonna read kind of like what's going on, like how they looking at it, how they want to control some shit, and then I'm gonna kind of like put it in like layman's terms, or other words in like nigga language. I'm gonna kind of like break it down. I'm like simplify it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do today. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do today. All right. This shit is smack, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought it would be like more simple than this, but like, I mean, I can read it, but it's like it kind of like just talking about the people that what they're gonna be doing. All right. So, for example, for example, this is starting on page 20. A mandate for leadership: the conservative promise. Department of Defense Miller, Green Beret. I don't give a fuck who he was, cuz. Hold on, bro. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. What the fuck is this? Key points. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like that. I think I'm gonna have to use my phone as a hotspot. Hold on, bro. They perping. Hold on. Y'all know what perping mean? I'm from Cincinnati. You feel me? I'm from Oak Cliff, America. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. In Cincinnati, we say perping. Y'all know what perping mean? Perping mean perpetuating the false narrative. Like if I say, oh, if you tell me you got 100 bands in the closet, I'm like, man, you perping. You're perpetuating. You know what I'm saying? Whitey's on weed. I wish I could handle it, but I bonged myself silly in 2000. I hear a lot of people can't handle this weed nowadays, so it ain't just you, bro. But let me get professional because I'm being very all right, smooth, 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 smooth. Hold on, let me connect real quick. Let me connect real quick. Let me connect real quick. What the fuck is this, bro? Yo, FBG Butter don't want me to. Yo, Gabba. Why this shit acting like this? This shit acting lame as hell. It's funny, we were worrying about him in 1990, in that film. Yet we are here today without hoverboards and a big cheesy cheetah, big cheesy cheetah with an ego. Dark times. Yeah, we living in real dark times. Like I said, we in a fascist state. If this shit keep acting like this, I'm about to just go off of what I know, and I don't know everything about it, but yeah, FPG Butter trying to make me look bad, bro. All right, fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. FPG Butter, you won. You know what I'm saying? I can't get on my phone, nigga, because you hating on me. You know what I'm saying? I can't get on my phone because you hating on me. So, fuck it. Fuck it. You won, bro. You won that battle. You won that battle, bro. You know what I'm saying? You won, FPG Butter. You won. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so essentially, from what I've read in that Project 2025, everything that they doing, we kind of signed up for. That was going to be my point with the shit. Everything that they doing is like they didn't hide any of it. Like they said in their Project 2025 that they were going to be making cuts to specific departments where they feel like money was being channeled and funneled through wrongly. You know what I'm saying? They said that. They said this shit. They've been said this shit. So as far as, and also they also stated that over the past decade or so, they have been noticing that the illegal immigrant population have been growing to an excessive amount, and that they wanted to do something about that as well. You know what I'm saying? So they said this. They said all of this. So in that case, in that theory, oh, and what I also understood that they wanted to take away any legislation or any policy that is considered divisive or is considered pandering to one specific ethnic group. So voting laws and civil liberties and shit like that, you know, that made shit fair because historically speaking, these people have never been fair. They've never been civil. They've never been, you know, kind of human. You know what I'm saying? So you know, people that look like me, you know, as light skinned as I am, people that look like me and people that come from my tribe, from my people, kind of like had to get spit on and kind of had to bleed for a lot of shit to be fair. You know what I'm saying? And civil. So they wanted to take back and strip a lot of that legislation. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say that this was all community. Excuse me. I say all that to say, speak through me, Lord. I say all that to say that all of that was communicated in their Project 2025 that I can't pull up, that I've always been able to pull up until right now. I don't know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? This Wi-Fi shit weird. Like, it's a lot of weirdo shit going on right now. But anyways, that's what they've been communicating with you. So, and up for it's kind of like not true. You know what I'm saying? Because they said exactly what Judeo-Christian conservative beliefs, as if this country was never founded on Christianity. This country was founded as a free land for rejects. And motherfuckers don't really believe in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? That's what this country was founded on. So, so these people have always communicated exactly how they felt and exactly what they intended and what they're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that we're shocked by these things just means that most people did not read what they signed up for. He did say that Trump plans on exploring stimulus options and opening up um, 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 tax credits and shit like that for business owners and shit like that there. But before he does that, he has to make a lot of cuts because supposedly they got to go find this money. So this is the reason you're seeing cuts to the Department of Education. You're seeing cuts to to government benefits and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason that you're seeing all this is because supposedly these motherfuckers are trying to find money that we don't have, but you know that we, you know, kind of like. So I'm bouncing all over the place. I know how I like to do, but I'm making a point. My point is that we signed up. We're getting exactly what we signed up for, whether you read it or not. Because ignorance of the law still don't mean that you are not subject to the law. We know that if you ever been arrested, ignorance of the law, just because you didn't know it was a law, doesn't mean that you shouldn't follow the law. because it's written, and it's your duty as an American civilian to know what the fuck is going on around you. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You hear me? You hear me? See what y'all talking about. Yeah. You know what's going on. Rod King. You know what's going on. That's exactly kind of like what's going on in my cup right now. You know what I'm saying? It look crazy right now, but that's what's going on. You know, kind of taking it back to the old ways. You know, I'm a real Southern gentleman. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of really raised by the South. You know, the South is kind of connected to our old roots and shit like that there. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, let me focus, y'all. We talking about Trump and Project 2025 and how you niggas is crying about some shit and you signed up for it. Me too. Because I didn't vote for Kamala, obviously. So I signed up for it, right? Nah. As y'all been watching my shit, I don't believe that the two political party systems that we've been accustomed to having to vote for, the right and the left, I don't believe that we should just be stuck on them. I believe that the third options, like the libertarian options, like the Green Party options, I believe that they should have a little bit more backing. But because they don't have that big corporation funding, we kind of get left with what the fuck we left with, which is voting for the devil or voting for Satan. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like what we got left with. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like what we got left with. Voting for the devil, voting for Satan. And I'm like, I don't want to vote for either. You're not gonna make me vote for the devil or Satan. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I'm in the UK. I'm white as anything. I completely get my privilege that's afforded to me, even though I'm poor, in ways my skin affords me something more than others, and that's sad. And that's sad that others suffer. I challenge others all the time. Wish I could do more, and I'm sorry for sure. Yeah, bro. I appreciate your sentiment, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you realizing what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you realizing what the fuck going on. Hold on, let me pull up some shit real quick. I appreciate you realizing what the fuck going on, because that's exactly what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You know, your ethnic group is just on the victor side. This world has been completely flipped upside down. Whereas my people are on the bottom of the totem pole and your people are on top. But it hasn't always been like that. It's just kind of like that right now. You know what I mean? Ah, and I know ain't nobody in there. But you know, this live was kind of like this is me kind of like getting my first couple days back in the office, and you know, I'm kind of getting warmed back up to the shit. So you know, it's gonna be. I mean, we get into it. We get into it. But this is a good segue point. Now we can talk about the NBA being rigged and niggas like Terry Rozier being fucked with because he has been betting and gambling on himself. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know Terry Rozier, Scary Terry. He played for the Celtics, then he played for the Hornets, and then he kind of like ended his career at the Heat because yeah, he's done with. It's over for the it's over for Terry Rozier. So yeah, Terry Rozier and players like him have been gambling on themselves and kind of like setting up their own parlays, which you know when you're gambling, it's kind of like illegal because it's called insider's interest. You shouldn't insider meaning somebody who has like direct access to the shit, like again an NFL game or an NBA game. Those players they sign in a contract that they cannot and will not gamble on themselves because that goes against the policy and the best interest of not only the gambling and shit again, and then and this type of shit spreads to politics and shit like that there. So it's all kind of connected because in politics, they got something that's called insider trading, where it's like illegal, like motherfuckers like the Clintons and shit like that. They know like when some wars or some natural disasters or just something big and major is about to go on. They pull their money out or they put their money into specific places based off what's happening in the world. But they shouldn't be able to do that because they should have to figure it out like us. You know what I'm saying? So niggas like Terry Rozier, he's in trouble because he's betting on himself while he's in the game. So for example, if I bet $100 that this nigga Terry Rozier gonna make 25 points, you know what I'm saying? Because usually he score around 32 to 35 points. But I'm betting on what's called the under. I'm betting on the under that this nigga is going at least get 25 points. Okay, cool. Uh I hit, I win like 10 bands. That's how that shit supposed to go for us as we're eating off of these gladiators in this gladiator sport. That's how it's supposed to go for us. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that's Terry. That's what that is. So what Terry Rozier and other basketball players like himself, they realize that, like, hold on certain nights they got me under, on certain nights they got me over, but the only person or people that's benefiting from this shit, I can't even eat off my own name other than this fuck ass contract I signed where I got to be politically correct and I got to act like I like people. And, you know what I'm saying? So other than this funky ass contract I signed, there's no incentives for me to hit 25 a night other than, again, certain bonuses and shit like that there that was already pre-discussed in the contract. But I'm not eating off of the you know what I'm saying? It's basically like you promoting in the club. Like the nigga want the door fees, he want the beer fees. You feel me? You feel me? If he want the fees from the drink sold, he want the fees from the section sold. You know what I'm saying? He don't just want the overall back end that you feel me paying this nigga to perform. He want the door. He want the door fee as well. You know what I'm saying? He want, you know what I'm saying? He want everything. And I don't blame him. But again, let's talk about what he's doing. So niggas like him, what they'll do is, and it's kind of cheesy on his part. Y'all know what cheesy mean. Cheesy mean is obvious. Cheesy mean is goofy. Cheesy mean is kind of like stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's cheesy of this nigga. So you'll watch highlights of this nigga playing. So what they'll do again, what they'll do is his under will be like 20, 25 points. His over will be like 30, 34 points. What this nigga do, because he might win more money on, depending on how he betted himself, he might win more money on his over, or he might win more money on his under. But we all know it's way more easier to make the money on the under than it is to go get 40 points a night. You know what I'm saying? So that's where he kind of fucked up. And that's where I'm saying he's cheesy, because he made the shit obvious. The nigga made, if he been turning up, you know what I'm saying, niggas wouldn't worry about what the fuck he doing. But the nigga started acting shitty. He started playing shitty. He started playing like, you feel me? He started playing like he didn't even know how to hoop no more. You feel me? Y'all seen that movie Space Jam? Y'all remember when they touched the ball and then their powers got removed and sent to the, you know what I mean? That's what he started playing like. He started playing like he forgot what the fuck, how he even got in the NBA. He forgot how he even got a roster, how to shoot a ball, how to pass it. You know what I'm saying? This nigga pass it to, and wouldn't nobody be over there. You know what I'm saying? So cheesy. Terry Rozier, cheesy. I'm not mad at what you're doing as far as getting your money, cuz get all your money, bro. And again, people are making millions of dollars, millions, hundreds of thousands, racks, bands from your name, from people like you. So I have no issue with you collecting off of that package. However, the way that you did it, bro, was so cheesy and so obvious that, nigga, you kind of deserve something. I'm not saying you deserve jail, but nigga, you deserve to be on Front Street kind of like you is. Right now, you kind of cheesy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And cheesy niggas don't deserve nothing but cheese. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. You was cheesy for that. You was cheesy for that, bro. You was fucking cheesy for that, bro. You was cheesy for that, bro. Cheesy as hell, man. See what y'all talking about? Sports switches me off. LOL. The fam love Liverpool FC. Where I must. Where. Oh shit. Y'all. Excuse me, y'all. Sports. Where as I'm all on the Spider-Man. I don't know what you mean by the Spider-Man. But yeah. It's the same shit going on with football. With football, the highest grossing sport and everything in the world. You know, here in America, we don't really give a fuck about that shit, but the whole world kind of do. And you know, America, we're like, we still use like inches and feet, and everybody else use the metric system because that's what the fuck it is. And but you know, we kind of like retarded. So it's like, you know, we give a fuck about football, American, you know, handball. We give a fuck about that shit. We give a fuck about what the fuck we give a fuck about? We give a fuck about basketball. You know what I'm saying? You know, so yeah, but it's happening all over the world though. And again, what's going on and what sports has historically, thank you, Lord, what sports has historically been used as, it's been used as a distraction. Sports is the gladiator sport. We're still in the old world. So all of this shit connected, right? Politics, is politics. You feel me? We're still being tricked on both sides. And again, they always tell you what the fuck you signing up for. It's not really a secret, especially with this current administration. It's not a secret what the fuck you signed up for. It's called Project 2025. I wanted to read it to y'all, but FBG Butter fucking with my shit, you know, because he a hater. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a hater. You know what I'm saying? He's a hater of his own kind, and anybody's not like him because he don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? So he's a hater. He's a hating ass nigga. So he be fucking with my Wi-Fi and shit sometimes. So I couldn't pull it up for y'all. But anyways, that's what that is about politics. And then as far as sports and shit like that, sports has historically been used in times of distress. 1920s Great Depression era. That's when they bought the World Championship baseball and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They had the Major League World Series. Excuse me. Thank you. The World Series. You know what I'm saying? That all started in like the early 1900s, the 1920s, around the Great Depression. Again, when actual shit was going on in the country. In order to distract you from this shit, let me have you focus on some stupid shit. Let me have you focus on some goofy shit. Two niggas putting in the, I mean, dunking this shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga hitting that shit and then another nigga blocking. I'm not saying sports not fun. I play sports all my life. You know what I'm saying? I whoop all y'all ass in pretty much any sport. I swear for God. You know what I'm saying? I swear for God. You know what I'm saying? I swear for God. You know what I'm saying? But it's always historically been used as a distraction. So times like this right now, right, where you have a president, an acting president in his cabinet, it's not a theory, it's not a speculation, where they're actively suggesting that they are going to forfeit the Constitution and stay for a third term. I can't say this enough, people. This should concern everybody. And until we figure out a lot of shit, like for example, Social Security benefits and shit like that there that affects the least of us, until we figure out shit like that there, or until everybody gets searched, I'm sorry, by ICE in all neighborhoods, in all communities, or we change the way that we allow that these mass goon aggressive thugs to come into our neighborhoods. Until we figure out shit like that, fuck the NBA, fuck the NFL, fuck the NHL, fuck in the MLS, fuck the MLB, fuck women's basketball, fuck all this shit, bro. Until all the distractions, fuck all the distractions until we figure out what's going on right now with shit that's really pertinent to us, that shit that's really important to us. Because right now, we're kind of just like, we're just going along with the finesse. It's like, nigga, I know you serving me some bullshit, but I keep coming back to you because that's all I know. And I'm telling y'all, you don't gotta keep going to this nigga no more. We can go to other people. Is what I'm telling y'all. That's what I'm telling y'all. I know somebody else that serve it better. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm telling y'all. You feel me? That's all I'm telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? Ah! Yeah, man. What a world, bro. What a world you live in. Fuck, bro. What a world you live in, bro. Shout out Beasky the Shooter. Y'all go fuck with him and his new page. YouTube be playing with us, so I'm glad he got his page back up. Shout out Beasky the Shooter. Shout out OG Gumby. Shout out OG Kunta. Who else I fuck with? Shout out HBG Court. Shout out to the Kings, man. For sure. TV and films, but I get your sports and entertainment kind of the same beast when it comes to the entertainment industry. Yeah, it's all the same shit. It's all a conglomerate. You know what I'm saying? That's why NBC, ABC, CNN, MSNBC, Fox, all Fox channels are all owned by the same corporations, Bilderberg groups and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We're living in a demonic system, bro, and it's like, it's sickening that most people don't see that, or sickening that most people kind of still want to go along with the get along because they don't know nothing else. And that's what I'm saying. This is a problem. This is a human problem. And I know I'm talking about American issues, but the same issues that are going domestically are going abroad in Europe as well, because Europe is the West as well. And we're all being conditioned and led to a burning end, bro. Yeah. But I forgot. We talk about NBA being rigged. We know it's rigged. You feel me? The players just can't benefit off that shit. That's it. You know what I'm saying? We talk about Project 2025, and essentially we signed up for the shit. You know what I'm saying? We know we did, because ignorance of the law is not meaning that you are not subject to the law. Again, they say that in the legal proceedings. When you get jammed up and shit, you can't just go in court and be like, I ain't know that was a law. Please don't arrest me. Please don't find me. Nah, ignorance of the law does not make you not subject to the law. what I'm saying? Project 2025 has been here at least for 2 years. Fuck. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? We signed up for this shit. So let's buckle in and let's see what we can do now. You know what I'm saying? Now, we're finna talk about the Catholic Church. Finna talk about the Catholic Church. Hold up. Finna talk about the Catholic Church. This is Thursday night special. Make sure you light up. Get your own thing going on. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you hit it. Here you go. Here you go. Make sure you light up. You know what I'm saying? Get your own thing going on this Thursday night special. I do appreciate you being here. Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. Here I come. Here I come. I ain't go nowhere. I ain't go nowhere. I kinda gotta pee, but I'm gonna make it work. That's it. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it work. So, Catholic Church, diocese, the archbishops, Pope. What's the Pope? What's his new name now? No, because they got to kill the one every so often. So what's this new one's name? Anyways, this guy. So yet another allegation of sexual misconduct and molestation of minors by this church. Butter. That's FBG butter. Can you hear me now? You hear me now? Yo, testing. Testing. Can you hear me? I need thumbs up. Like. We good? We good? Bet. Yeah, as soon as I start talking about the Catholic Church, that happened. You know what I'm saying? That happened. As soon as I start talking about the Catholic Church, that happened. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I start talking about the Catholic Church, you know what I'm saying? But like I was saying about the Catholic Church, you know what I'm saying? The Catholic Church has historically been the richest, you know what I'm saying? The most influence, and pretty much the oldest, kind of, out of all of our churches, modern day churches, speaking, relatively so. So, with the Catholic Church, what I'm getting at, let me just get straight to the point. What I'm getting at is that the Catholic Church, there's nothing new under the sun. So, these countless accusations and receipts and testimonies of sexual molestation of men and women, you know what I'm saying, and children, you know what I'm saying, all over the world, everywhere they go, is nothing new, because you got to understand about the church is that the church didn't kind of like used to be the church as it is now. The church only transitioned to having some form of Christianity after, like, you know what I'm saying, the 12th or 13th century or so. But before that, the church was always like the temple of the gods and the pagan gods, the old gods. You know what I'm saying? Where we ritualistically sacrifice kids, where we ritualistically had sex with minors. You know what I'm saying? Where you ritualistically, you know what I'm saying, sacrifice women. You know what I'm saying? This place has always been, you know what I'm saying? This place has always been like that. So I'm not surprised, help me Lord, I'm not surprised that something like this is going on, because it's always been like that. You know what I'm saying? It's always been like that. And the only reason that the church transferred to what it is today is because the sentiment of the people kind of like was changing, and you know what I'm saying, and they kind of had to get with the times. They kind of like just wanted to appease people. That's what it's called. That's what you call it. I mean, they just wanted to appease people. They just wanted to get with the modern day times. But the church has always been paganism. Why do you think they have so many idols? Why do you think they worship statues? You know what I'm saying? Why do you think it looks so dark and danky and so ritualistically? You know what I'm saying? And so druid in those churches. I used to go to Catholic church. I know. You can't tell me what I know. I used to go there. I went to school there. I took communion. I lied to the people so I could drink wine. I did. I did these things. I did those things. I told them that I was Catholic. I had no idea what the fuck Catholicism was. I didn't care. I just know that you were a child and you could drink wine. And that was cool to me. At that time, I didn't say I was right, but that's what I wanted. I wanted to drink wine. So I told them anything, but they all drunk out of the same cup. And I remember there used to be bread and shit stuck in the wine and shit from people who you know, when we did communion, you know, we ate the flesh of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? But white Jesus though. But, you know what I'm saying? Well, we ate the flesh of Jesus, and then the shit would be in the cup. You know what I'm saying? Backwash. Yeah, I remember that. And that's when I said I don't want to be Catholic anymore. No, no. Nope. Backwash was the line for me. Yeah. But it was all druid like. It was all ceremonial like. And yeah, ain't nothing wrong with a ceremony. But again, we're talking about a place and a religious sect that has historically been for the gods, multiple gods. That's why they had multiple saints, and they just rename shit. You know what I mean? Saint Mary represents some other shit, the god of fertility, and some more shit. You know what I'm saying? This Saint Michael represented, you know what I'm saying, the Hermes, and some more shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, go look it up for yourself. This only transferred from one thing, from what was to what is, but it's always been the same thing. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing new under the sun. That's my point with that. That's my point with that. How y'all doing? Welcome in. For those of y'all that's here, that's sticking around. For those of y'all that's kicking it with us, this is our Thursday night live special. If you got something, go ahead and put it in the air and sit back and relax. I'm kind of coming back off of a 3-4 day cold, man. I don't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what was going on. Maybe it's the food. Maybe it's the air. Maybe it's just all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I was just sick of it, and my body got sick of it. So, but anyways, for those of y'all that care, I'm feeling a little better, and I appreciate y'all being here. Let's read a couple comments. LOL. I wouldn't think that much into it, but I get you. In terms of the Catholic silencing dissentment, I mean, yeah, the church is woeful. Yeah. So again, I just told you, and we know this is a fact, that the church is the richest and the biggest. So the kind of thing about dissentment now is that the internet kind of like fucked up their whole program. You know what I'm saying? They kind of like can't just say that things ain't happen. You know what I'm saying? People kind of got their own voice now, which is cool, and that's super dope. I like that. You know what I'm saying? But the countless accusations and, like I said, receipts of documented sexual abuse at this point, it's kind of like, bro, these people have to be. What's really going on? I mean, we all know too that the church is they own the Vatican. Like, the Vatican is Rome. So Rome, you know, is like the last stronghold. The Vatican is the last stronghold of the old Roman Empire. Y'all know that, right? Y'all know that, right? That's why they own this shit. Like, you know, like, so we got to kind of like connect all the dots. And the reason you got to think like that is because you got to connect all the dots of everything, because everything is important. It didn't just happen for a reason. Again, the only reason that these pagans converted to Christianity on paper and on the outside looking in is to appease you people, to stop you people from killing them. You know what I'm saying? So, because we couldn't keep sacrificing children anymore. We wasn't with that shit no more. We couldn't keep having sex with kids no more. We wasn't with that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? So, they had to change something. And so, since they changed something, yeah, they gonna make it, you know, and that's what these people do. They gonna make it seem like it's changed on paper, but in reality, it's, you know. But not to say that if you're a Catholic nowadays, Let me clean it up. Not to say that if you're practicing Catholicism at this time, that you are a pagan and that you are in the support of the molestation of women, men, and children. No, I'm not saying that. No, not at all. You know, all roads can lead to Yahashua, to the Christ, and all roads can lead to liberation. I wouldn't go against religion or any religious sects in that manner, even though I think they all are formed from element of control. But what I'm saying to you is that the history of the Catholic Church, specifically the Catholic Church, does lead to a road of depravity, of sacrificing and shit like that. There, you feel me? Of paganism, and it's facts. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta take my word for it. You feel me? You ain't gotta take my word for it, dog. Just look it up. You know what I'm saying? Just look it up. You know what I'm saying? That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do, bro. Oh man, everyone got sick. Huh? That's real shit. I've been hearing about a couple people catching chest colds and stuff like that. There, people that I'm not even connected with, but people that I'm kind of connected with spiritually. So that's interesting that you said that, though. You know what I'm saying? That's interesting that you said that. Unk in the chat, what's up with it? Yeah. That's interesting that you. We're not talking about you today, but I appreciate you being here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's interesting that you said that because it's not the only yeah. I'm not the only one then. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was the only one feeling it. Yeah, I thought I was the only one feeling it. What's good? What's good? Power always corrupts when power is in the hands of a few. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to go, let's see how much battery I got left. Oh, I'm on 2%. Y'all, I was about to die. I'm going to go to 48 and then I'm going to end it. Yeah, bro. Power corrupts when power is in the hands of a few. That's what's going on now. That's the point of my lives. Currently, we're living in a fascist state that's turning into an oligarchy. Again, that an oligarchy is when power is centered in the hands of a few people, not when it's a democracy and we vote for the power. I'm sorry, and we vote as the people for the power to be spread out amongst multiple people. You know what I'm saying? So what they're doing right now in my country and what they're gonna start doing in your country, if they're not already doing it, is getting us to this fascist regime where we're kind of like at odds and shit with everybody again, and then we need a savior so they can get us closer to a one world order, not in love, kind of like we were in the Tower of Babel, where it's kind of like in one world order under Satan, under the eye of Lucifer, whereas, you know what I'm saying, we all kind of like bow down and worship one God, which is Satan, where all resources come from the state, and we don't need shit like that. You feel me? So we kind of like need to come together. We kind of like need to start farming our lands and shit again. We kind of like need to pay attention. Need to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Need to pay attention. We kind of like need to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? We kind of need to pay attention. I'm on 1%, y'all. This is my first live.